Hello. In the previous chapter, we had learned the algae and their characters and their types, and in today we are going to learn the bryophytes. What are bryophytes? Of two types. They are found in moist and sandy areas and in damp places. Uh, we will we will learn their reproduction, their types, their characters. So let's begin. In the diagram, we can see the liver roots markansia. A female thallus is given in A. Archegoniophore is the female sex organ, and a gamma cup is the present in the thallus, and where the from where the gametes were formed from the spore, and rhizode is present, which is attached to the soil, and then in B, male thallus of funaria moss, the gametophyte and sporophyte. In B, the male thallus is given here, the gamma cup is given, and the rhizoids are present. Anthriophore is the male sex organ. In C, the gametophytic and sporophytic plant body is given, and the sphagnum is the gametophytic plant body is given in the diagram D. Before start learning, let's know some characters of bryophytes. The bryophytes are green, non-vascular, small plants. They grow in moist and sandy places. Plenty in Himalayas. The plant body is gametophyte, that is haploid. They are amphibians of plant kingdom. Some bryophytes are thallus, but some bryophytes have root, stem and leaf-like structure. They are all autotrophic. They show alternation of generation. They reproduce by three methods, that is vegetative, asexual and sexual method. Example of a bryophyte is funaria. Here is the systematic position. Division of funaria is Bryophyta. Class is Bryophyta. Order is Funerales. Family Funariaceae. And the genus is Funaria. Here is the diagram of Funaria, and the part shown below is the rhizode. This is the example of Funaria. Include various mosses and liver roots that are commonly growing in moist and shaded areas in the hills. They live in soil but dependent on water for sexual reproduction. They usually occur in damp and humid areas and shaded localities. They play an important role in plant succession on bare rocks or soil. The plant body of bryophytes is more differentiated than that of algae. It is thallus-like and frustated or erect and attached to the substratum by a unicellular or multicellular rhizode. Means it is attached to the soil by rhizode. They lack true roots or stem or leaves. Their characters are in between the characters of thallophytes and pteridophytes. By unicellular or multicellular rhizoids, they lack the true roots, stem or leaves. They may possess root-like, leaf-like or stem-like structure. The main plant body of the bryophyte is haploid, that is gametophytic plant body is dominant. It produces gametes, hence it is called as gametophyte. The sex organs of the bryophytes are multicellular. The male sex organ is called antheridium. They produce the bryophyte. They produce bioflagellate antherozoids. The female sex organ called archegonium is flash-shaped and produces single egg. The antherozoids are released into water where they come in contact with archegonium, and antherozoid fuses with the egg to produce the zygote. The zygotes do not undergo reduction division immediately. they produce a multicellular body called a sporophyte. That is, the sporophyte is not freely attached to the to the photosynthetic gametophyte and derives nourishment from it. Some cells of the sporophyte undergo reduction division, that is meiosis, to produce haploid spores. These spores germinate to produce gametophyte. So here fusion of the male gametophyte and female gametophyte takes place to produce zygote, that is the diploid cell, and it undergoes reduction diffusion to produce gametophyte by meiosis. Bryophytes in general are of little economic importance, but some mosses provide food for herbaceous mammals, birds, and other animals. Species of Sphagnum, a moss, provide a peat that have long been used as fuel and as packing material for transshipment of living material. Because of their capacity to hold water, mosses are also used with lichens to colonize rocks, and they also decompose rocks, making substrates suitable for growth of higher plants. Some mosses form dense mats on soil. They reduce impact of falling rain and prevent soil erosion. The bryophytes are divided into two types, that is liverworts and mosses. Here we read only two types of bryophytes, that is liverworts and mosses, and the economic importance of bryophytes are given here. So mainly the economic importance of mosses are given here. So here we see the two types of bryophytes are present, that is liverworts and mosses. Now we are going to learn a bit in detail about them. Liverworts grow usually in moist, sandy habitats such as banks, streams, marshy ground, damp soil, bark of trees, deep in wood. The plant body of liverworts is thalloid, that is Markensia. It is a primitive type of bryophyte, that is liverworts. The thallus is dorsiventral and closely appraised to the substrate. The leafy members have tiny leaf-like appendages in two rows or a stem-like structure. Here, the thallus is attached to the rhizome without any with any branch or any fragment. Here, the thallus is attached to the rhizome in a straight manner. Asexual reproduction in liverworts takes place by fragmentation of thalli or by formation of a specialized structure called gamma are green multicellular asexual buds which develop in small receptacles called gamma cups located in the thalli. We have seen this in the diagram here. The gamma become detached from the parent body and germinate to form new individual. So what they form? They form the gametes in asexual reproduction. During sexual reproduction, the male and the female sex organs are produced either on the same or on different thalli. The sporophytes is differentiated into fruit, seta, and capsule. These three parts are present in the sporophytic plant body. After meiosis, the spores are produced within the capsule, and these spores germinate to form free living gametophyte. Then moving on to mosses. In liverwort, there are three parts are present, that is fruit, seta, capsule. In sporophytic plant body, three parts are present. The sporophytic plant body is produced from the gametophytic plant body. It is diploid in nature. Then mosses. Let's see mosses. The predominant stage of life cycle of moss is the gametophyte, which consists of two stages. The first stage is the protonova stage, which develops directly from a spore. It is a creeping green branched and frequently filamentous stage. The second stage is the leafy stage, which develops from the secondary protonema as a lateral bud. They consist of upright, slender axis bearing spirally arranged leaves. They are attached to the soil through multicellular and branched rhizoid. This vegetative reproduction by fragmentation and budding in the secondary protonema. In sexual reproduction, the sex organs antheridia and ankylodia are produced at the apex of the leafy shoot. After fertilization, the zygote develops into a sporophyte consisting of a foot, seta and capsule. The sporophyte in mosses is more elaborate than in the liverworts. The liverworts is the primitive type of bryophyte, but the mosses are the advanced type of bryophyte. The capsule contains spores. The spores are formed after meiosis. The mosses have an elaborate mechanism of dispersal of spore. It has a broad method of spore dispersal. Today we have learned the bryophytes, mosses and liverworts, and their characters and their reproduction. So this is all about. In the next video we will learn the pteridophyta. So thank you.